Am I right?
Please come to order. In lieu of a devotional, we'll take a moment of silence. Thank you. Are there any announcements? Senator from Essex.
Mr. President, appearing on the notice calendar for notice today, I move S 323, an act relating to miscellaneous agricultural subjects, be recommitted to the Committee of Agriculture. Thank you, Mr. President.
The senator from Essex has moved that S 323, an act relating to miscellaneous agricultural subjects, be recommitted to the Committee on Agriculture. Are you ready for the question? If so, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Motion carries. We now have Senate bills. What do we have? Oh, I should have asked if there were any more announcements. Are there any other announcements? Seeing none. This is Senate bill. Okay, we have on the notice calendar for referral, Senate Bill S-161 being on the calendar for notice and affecting the revenues of the state under Rule 31 is referred to the Committee on Finance. Senate Bill S-323. Whoop, got it. That's one. We have for introduction S-324, an act relating to legislative operations and government accountability. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-324, an act relating to legislative operations and government accountability.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill. It's referred to the Committee on Government Operations. All right, let's see. Oh, that. So I guess I got it wrong in my, so 323, we didn't do 161? Okay. I got you. Okay. Now we're doing committee bills for introduction. I got it right here. Okay. Okay. Now the bill has been read the first time and pursuant to Rule 48 is placed on the calendar for notice on the next succeeding day. We now have S-325, an act relating to studying the creation of model bylaws, introduced by the Committee on Natural Resources and Energy. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-325, an act relating to studying the creation of model bylaws.
Now the bill has been read a first time and pursuant to Rule 48 is placed on the calendar for notice the next succeeding day. 26. We now have S-326, an act relating to miscellaneous amendments to law relating to motor vehicles, introduced by the Committee on Transportation. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
S-326, an act relating to miscellaneous amendments to laws relating to motor vehicles.
Now the bill has been read the first time and pursuant to Rule 48 is placed on the calendar for notice the next succeeding day. We now have S-327, an act relating to economic development, introduced by the Committee on Economic Development, Housing and General Affairs. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
S327, an act relating to economic development.
Now the bill has been read the first time and pursuant to Rule 48 is placed on the calendar for notice the next succeeding day. We now have S328, an act relating to housing and common interest communities, introduced by the Committee on Economic Development, Housing, and General Affairs. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
S328, an act relating to housing and common interest communities.
Now the bill has been read a first time and pursuant to Rule 48 is placed on the calendar for notice the next succeeding day. Is that all of those? We now have House bills for reference. We have H270, an act relating to confidentiality for peer support counseling among emergency service providers. It passed the House on January 28th of 2026. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
H270, an act relating to confidentiality in peer support sessions for emergency service providers.
Now you've heard the first reading of the bill, and it's referred to the Committee on Health and Welfare. H516, an act relating to approval of amendments to the Charter of the Town of Essex. It passed the House on January 29th of 2026. Listen to the first reading of the bill.
H516, an act relating to approval of amendments to the Charter of the Town of Essex.
Now the bill's been read a first time, and it is referred to the Committee on Government Operations. H532, an act relating to mandatory retirement of college professors. It passed the House on January 28, 2026. Listen to the reading of the bill.
H532, an act relating to mandatory retirement of college professors.
Now the bill has been read the first time, and it is referred to the Committee on Education. H790, an act relating to fiscal year 2026 budget adjustments. It was introduced by the Committee on Appropriations and passed the House earlier today. That's why there's not a date there. Please listen to the first reading.
H790, an act relating to fiscal year 2026 budget adjustments.
Now the bill's been read a first time, and it is referred to the Committee on Appropriations. Are we going to do the confirmation? So we don't need to go into orders of the day? Okay. Orders of the day. We have a confirmation. Senator from Chittenden.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Senate Judiciary Committee has discussed for all of the time that I have been in this building the different ways that we might make the process of judicial nominating more available and accessible to diverse candidates. We've certainly made some movement in this direction, though I do believe we have more work to do. Today, though, I'm happy to stand up and point to an instance where the work we have done is having the intended effect with this judicial confirmation. Judge Colin O. Yang did not take the traditional path to the nominating board. He brings a diverse set of experiences, both professional and personal, and that is an incredible in that it is expanding the life experience and perspectives on our bench, and a more well-rounded bench will serve all Vermonters. Judge Oyang received his bachelor's cum laude in East Asian Languages and Literature from Yale University in 1991. He completed a Master's of Arts in East Asian Studies at Yale University in 1993. Judge Oyang completed his legal studies at the University of Michigan in 1995, graduating with his Juris Doctorate and cum laude. Judge Oyang has a varied career spanning federal judicial clerkships, international commercial transactions, corporate finance and real estate, criminal law with the U.S. Attorney's Office in multiple jurisdictions, environmental law with the Department of Justice, and since 2009 has had a primary focus in energy law, working in multiple roles with the National Grid USA from 2009 to 2015, as general counsel to Belco from 2016 to 2020, general counsel with Franklin Energy in Wisconsin, though remotely, from 2020 to 2022, returning to Belco in 2022 and serving as their chief operating officer until joining the U.S. Attorney's Office in 2023. Judge Oyang found his position at the U.S. Attorney's Office at an end under the Trump administration in March 2025, at which time he returned to Velco as their head of commercial development. In addition to the judge's work experience, I want to highlight some of his volunteer experience, including as a commissioner of the Massachusetts Judicial Nominating Commission from 2007 to 2009, membership on the Board of Trustees at both Framingham State University from 2013 to 2015 and Champlain College from 2018 to 2023, and as a restorative justice panel member with the Community Justice Center of Shelburne and South Burlington from 2008 to 2023 and from 2025 to the present. Judge Oyang's career and community service has spanned many types of law in many different jurisdictions, and he brings a wealth of experience to the bench, where he was sworn in on October 5th, 2025, and began training and service in the Chittenden Civil Division. Judge Oyang is the child of refugees to the United States and spoke of his experience as a person of color and a child of immigrants, and the many challenges that arise with these marginalized identities. Judge Oyang spoke of the many intersections of his own privilege and oppression, describing it as a liminal space filled both by pain and pleasure. I would like to close with the judge's own words, if I may quote from the judge's application to the Judicial Nominating Board.
You may.
In response to the question, what makes you well qualified to hold the position you're speaking, the judge said, I have had an untraditional breadth of professional and personal experiences that would both deepen and complement the Vermont judiciary. As a lawyer, I have seen the courtroom both civilly and criminally. On the criminal side, I have spent most of my time as a prosecutor, yet I still recall the defendants I represented pro bono. In the regulatory arena, I have represented both the regulator and the regulated. As an in-house lawyer, I have served as both counsel to the internal clients and clients to the outside counsel. Personally, I know what it means to be both part of a system and apart from it. I am a lawyer who knows his way around the legal system, and I know what it feels like to be at its mercy. I still recall vividly being a child when my parents were stopped for secondary inspection at the border by U.S. authorities. They were American citizens. Walking between worlds gives me both the suggestion of belonging and the reality of temporariness. Whatever I have the fortune of enjoying can be taken away, both as a result of the same legal system. After all, even my birthright citizenship may now be taken away by the same system which has granted it. I would bring these perspectives to the bench. I would use my capabilities in this craft of lawyering or judging with the humility of its power over the people it affects, having felt it in my own way firsthand. It is with great enthusiasm that I recommend that the Senate confirm the appointment of Judge Colin Oyang to the bench. At this moment in our history, I believe strongly that his voice, his experience, his courage, and his sense of finding justice even within an unjust system for those who are most often harmed are incredibly important for our progress forward. We need now more than ever judges who are willing to challenge the status quo, who see the incredible damage of not doing so, and not understanding fully their impact on the people that they are judging by just standing up and upholding those structures of power. It is my strong belief that Judge Colin Oyang is who we need right now, and that he will move us forward in the face of all that is on the horizon. Your Committee on Judiciary voted 5-0-0 in support of this confirmation, and we ask the Senate to concur. Thank you.
This is for the appointment of Colin Oyang as Superior Court Judge for a term from and including October 6th of 2025 to and including March 31 of 2031 and until a successor is appointed and has qualified. The question is, shall the appointment of Colin Oyang as Superior Court Judge be confirmed by the Senate? Are you ready for the question?
Roll call.
Roll call has been requested, and when the vote is taken, it shall be by roll. Are you ready for the question? If so, the secretary shall call the roll.
Senator Baruch.
Yes.
Senator Beck.
Yes.
Senator Benson.
Yes.
Senator Baumgart.
Yes.
Senator Brennan.
Yes.
Senator Brock.
Yes.
Senator Chittenden.
Yes.
Senator Clarkson.
Yes.
Senator Collmore.
Yes.
Senator Cummings.
Yes.
Senator Bueller.
Yes.
Senator Hardy.
Yes.
Senator Harrison.
Yes.
Senator Hashim.
Yes.
Senator Heffernan.
Yay.
Senator Ingalls.
Yes.
Senator Lyons.
Yes.
Senator Major.
Yes.
Senator Matos.
Yes.
Senator Morley.
Yes.
Senator Norris.
Yes.
Senator Kerschlick.
Yes.
Senator Plunkett.
Yes.
Senator Ron Hinsdale.
Yes.
Senator Bohofsky.
Yes.
Senator Watson.
Yes.
Senator Weeks.
Yes.
Senator Westman.
Yes.
Senator White.
Yes.
Senator Williams.
Yes.
The vote is 30-0. The ayes have it, and you have confirmed the appointment of Colin Oyang as Superior Court Judge. That completes the orders of the day. Are there any announcements? Senator from Chittenden.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pending announcements, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until 9:30 a.m., Tuesday, February 3rd. And if I might lead off those announcements, senators will notice on page 55 and 56 of today's calendar the names of Christina Nolan and Michael Drescher listed for action on Tuesday. That is when this vote will come up. I just wanted to stress, I think it's important that all 30 senators be here. Tuesday was the only day in the next several weeks when everybody could conceivably be here. I know it's winter, I know weather is an issue, so if it looks as though you need to leave early to be here at 9:30, it is that important. So, thank you, Mr. President.
Are there any further announcements? Senator from Chittenden.
Mr. President, frankly, I just haven't heard so inspiring and thorough a nomination speech in my time in the Senate. And I hope it stands as a model for future nomination speeches of this magnitude. So I would respectfully ask that the floor report of the senator from Chittenden Central be journalized.
I've been informed by the Senate Secretary that
I believe I should withdraw my motion then, Mr. President.
the Senator from Chittenden has moved that the Senate journalize the floor report of the Senator from Chittenden Central. Are you ready for the question? If so, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Ayes have it, and the motion carries. I have an announcement. Yep, I got it. Here, we have received S-23 back from the House, which informs us that they have refused to concur in the Senate proposal of amendment to the House proposal of amendment and have appointed a committee on conference. On behalf of the Committee on Committees, the following senators are appointed to the Committee of Conference on the part of the Senate. Senator Collmore, Senator Vihovsky, Senator Morley. I have one more announcement, and that is that my chief of staff signed me up to do the Penguin Plunge next Saturday. I would encourage any senator who would like to plunge into the ice-cold water to join my team. And if you're not interested in joining my team, perhaps you could stop down to the office and see James and make a donation for the Special Olympics. Are there any further announcements? Senator from Windham.
Mr. President, I have a resolution which, in very short summary, condemns the recent actions that we've seen in Minneapolis. The resolution should be in everybody's inbox. I believe I sent it out yesterday. I'm hoping to gather co-sponsors by 2 p.m. So if folks are interested, either let me know in person or respond to the email. Thank you.
Senator from Windsor.
Thank you. Point of inquiry, please.
What is your point of inquiry?
My point of inquiry is, my understanding was that committee bills, we rushed to get them, and two into the queue, they have been introduced, my understanding is they were being recommitted directly to the committees of jurisdiction, and I'm just curious why Rule 48 delays that.
Yeah, that would require another motion, so the standard is they go on notice.
I'll take a deep breath. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. Are there any further announcements? Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Finance will meet at 1:30.
Senator from Chittenden.
I will just make my adjournment motion again. Pending further announcements, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, February 3rd.
Are there further announcements? Senator from Rutland.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Government Operations will meet at 1 p.m.
Senator from Wyndham.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate institutions will also meet at 1 p.m.
Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Appropriations will be meeting at 1 o'clock.
Are there any further announcements? Seeing none, the senator from Chittenden has moved that the Senate stand in adjournment until 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. Are you ready for the question? If so, all in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and we'll stand in adjournment until 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026.